We are live.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Natalie. How are you today?
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, let's start off with breaking that barriers that we all of us actually have in trying to be too serious most of the time in all areas of our life, whether family or business or work. I think we're always so serious and so intense that it keeps us stuck. What do you think? I mean, what are your views on that?
Oh, absolutely. It's like
Mm.
we're afraid to smile. We're afraid to jump up and down when something good happens. Unless, of course, we're being recorded for Instagram and it looks good on Instagram or TikTok. But then it's not seriously fun.
But I've noticed something that I think for the past like 2 years or so, there's
Mhm.
been so much intensity in everything, right? The world's condition, politics,
Yes.
countries, work, relationships. Everyone is so tensed out of existence that
Hmm.
nothing seems to be actually working because we're so intensely wanting to fix things, but we don't
Yeah.
seem to be going anywhere. I mean, have you noticed that? Because everyone is trying to fix something. Everyone's trying so hard. Let the business do well. Let us be seen. Let us be heard. We must be this and we must be that. I mean, and for the past, like, I think it's been now 7 months for me since the time I had my surgery.
Hmm.
I've actually sat down and been silent to observe what is going on, right? And then there's so many people who might say, oh, they're not doing anything. I mean, have you experienced that? I mean, I get to, and no one will say it, but everyone is experienced, and me being me, pick up on everyone. Right? So that's why when we connected the other day, and I said, I think it's time to change it, and I think you and me are pretty much on the same wavelength,
Yes.
and we just don't look at stuff for what it is, but we actually go into what may be the reason for it, right? What do you think
Mm-hmm.
about that? Have
Absolutely.
you
It's
noticed? Have you noticed all of the stuff, or is it just me?
No, absolutely. It's there is a level of you know I don't want to use the same word, but it's very intense. I mean, and it starts with the young people. It's I this generation or these generations that we're having like in schools right now, they're so intent on achieving something.
Mm,
They're forgetting the fun of just being in school or just being in the schoolyard, or they're forgetting the fun of being in a basketball team or playing hockey. It's
mhm.
all about, I need to win, I need to win, I need to win,
Yes,
I need
yes,
to get to the next thing. And
mm,
I find that so sad,
it is.
when I
Yes,
see that. um because and I see that with lots of kids around me, but of course with adults as well, because it does come
mhm,
down from the adults.
yes,
It's like a question
exactly.
of, well, how did you do in school today? And not,
Mhm,
what was the best thing that happened to you? Or did you have
mhm,
fun today? Every morning when my daughter goes to school, one of the things I write her, because she likes to get a couple text messages when she's on her way, I say, one of the things I say is, have fun,
exactly.
because they
Exactly.
forget. Yeah, it's
No,
crazy.
and I can't agree with you more seriously because it is become our modus operandi to
Mhm.
actually become stressed out because
Yes.
I think it's such a lot of social conditioning
Mhm.
to be seen as we've got to get it, we've got to achieve it. If we don't achieve it, we're missing the boat. And I'm not saying not to achieve. Please don't get us wrong. Our whole thing is about achieving everything. But the one thing that I have noticed is, and this is for me, and I work with quite a few people, and it is about
Mhm.
if we are wanting to achieve something, but we're coming from a space of
Yes.
desperation, then the inspiration actually gets washed out, right?
Yes. Yes.
And that's why both Natalie and myself thought, why not introduce? I mean, we've got the word functionality. It starts off with the word fun,
Yes.
right? So where is the fun, guys? And seriously, Natalie, the other day I was thinking, I said, what if it's not only both of us who can
Mhm.
actually derive fun from functionality? And what if, just what if, and I want everyone who's hearing to actually respond if you're watching this or maybe later,
Yeah.
if you would like to come on board with Natalie and myself to share what
Hmm.
fun you have brought into your functionality, be it
Hmm.
in any area of your life, because I think that'll be superb. But to
Yes.
get back to what I was suggesting is this, and this has been my personal experience. As soon as I have the stress, oh, I've got to do this, and it has to be done within this time, or else it's not.
No.
First and foremost, I'm stressing myself out. Number two, I have all my preconceived notions as to how it must be perfect, right, or else I'm going to be in some sort of a fight, and the fight is
Yes.
going to be internally, which is
Yes.
going to really disrupt me as a human being.
Hmm.
And then I get into all of this the drama of not being correct. What will people say? I mean, if you all can relate to it seriously, I think it's time for us to shed all our barriers that we've got up, to really step into
Yeah.
looking at ourselves and saying, what on earth are we doing to ourselves?
Hmm.
Right?
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
Have you experienced anything like that? The pressures of what has to be done, when it has to be done, by whom it has to be done, and
Absolutely.
then our
Yeah.
preconceived notions, Natalie, that we've got to be perfectionists, right?
Hmm.
Okay. So, have you been tried to be a perfectionist in the last week?
Well, potentially. um, yes and no, because I think there are nuances to it. So I
Yes.
am in some ways a perfectionist, absolutely, but only when it comes to me. And
Mm.
even there, I do admit my weaknesses. I have no problem saying, I have no idea how to do that. That's all fine. But when I know how to do something, then I want to get it perfect. And,
And
whatever that perfect is. Because in the
but the,
back of my mind, yeah.
yeah, but the thing is that when you are doing that because you know how to do it
Hmm.
and you want it to be perfect, in that time frame of you experiencing yourself as delivering perfection, are you having fun?
Yes, I actually am.
Okay,
I
so that's
actually
what
am.
I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
when we are really good at something, then when
Hmm.
we are called upon to do it, is there an element of fun in that functionality?
Yes.
Okay,
And
that's
and
what I
and I,
wanted
and I
to
guess
say.
I think it goes with our passions, right? So if
Exactly.
we have to do something, and that's the functionality, this hasn't taxes, they have to get done. I mean, they take me a long time because it ain't fun for me. Some people love doing it. They love putting the numbers in and everything. But for me, it's just like, no. And then I have to push myself and it has to be right. And if the numbers are not correctly aligned, but it's like, oh, I'm drained afterwards,
Can I
because
ask you a
they're the right
question?
way.
No.
Yeah,
Why would you want to drain yourself? Couldn't you have someone that you could appoint to do it for you?
absolutely. And I do that unless, and I have someone, but since we're on the issue of taxes, mine are complicated because it's two countries.
No, okay,
you
okay,
know but
okay.
yes, I will find someone. I had a great person. I have two people, but they're working in two different countries, and then I still have to align it. So, but yes, the other thing that you mentioned, it's the creativity part, right? So, like when you and I talked about doing this, I had lots of ideas because it's what I love doing. I love talking with you because you never know where it's going to go. So I love that. But if I'm planning a podcast with someone and I have to explain to them exactly which questions I'm going to ask, it takes away the fun
Fun,
because it's
exactly.
all prescribed. It has to be perfect, whatever that means. And so
Mm,
there are all these different notions. And I don't think we're creative when we are just
okay.
focused on functioning. We're robots, you
Mm,
know?
100%. I can, yeah, because when we talked, we said, okay, do we have some form and structure over here? And both of us went, nah, it's not going to work. Because I've tried so many times, and many people actually are good at it, where they will write down points, and you can write down points, but the essence of what it is that you have to say or share is
Hmm.
really necessary for it to be in the moment that you're
Yes.
actually doing it, because again, everything shifts and changes all
Hmm.
the time. The question is, how present are we to be able to shift and change
Yes.
so that it becomes, the experience is that of fun,
Yes.
right?
And some people excel in structure, like you said. Like for
Yeah.
one of my
Yeah.
podcasts, and I know you have the same thing, I do have a little bit of a structure, but
Mhm.
I will not tell anybody the questions I'm going to ask because I don't know. I don't know what exactly you're going to say. So how can I
Exactly.
tell you my next question? That's
Mm,
not that's not me being allowing you the spotlight, right?
exactly.
I think
Exactly.
we all have become so focused on, I'm going to use the term, the perfect spotlight. We want to present ourselves in a specific way, and
Mm.
that takes away the humanity. It takes away who we are. And I actually think that people are kind of tired of it. I
Yeah,
don't. Yeah.
it seems so, uh, like tailored. There's
Mm-hmm.
no authenticity, and there's no spontaneity. There's no fun. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying?
Yes.
At the
Absolutely.
end of the day, there's no fun.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? What do you think, Natalie, about if you were to actually do this on a regular basis, and if you were to invite people to share what
Yes.
kind of fun they have put into functionality, maybe that might help a larger audience to understand
Absolutely.
what it is. So I'm going
Yeah.
to give an example about what I did to have fun in a functionality. I think
Ooh.
that would be right.
Yes.
So we were having this. We were sponsors of a program that we were doing a couple of years back,
Mm-hmm.
and it was an event, and we decided that we're going to sponsor it. So we were the main sponsors, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I had all my team members say, "Okay, fine. What do you think we're going to do? And how should we do it?" Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I believe in asking questions of everybody, because we're a
Right.
team,
Oh,
right?
yes.
It's not
Yes, I
doing it
totally.
singularly, right? So, um, and the event was at a special needs school. We were
Mm.
sponsoring an event at a
Yeah.
special needs school, right? So we had everyone there. We had my operations people, we had the administration, we had the marketing, all of that was going on. And we decided that we're going to do something different. So all ideas were being welcomed. So we
Mm.
had ideas coming in from, so first and foremost, it brought everyone on the team into, let's create something new, something that they've never done. Because we were that time in recruitment, hardcore recruitment, right? And
Mm-hmm.
here we are doing, sponsoring a special needs event.
Yeah.
So we got um, everyone coming up with ideas. So I had ideas about, let's have some games,
Mm-hmm.
uh, let's have some fun prizes to give, let's
Yeah.
give them gifts, let's give them that, let's give them that. So what I thought was, oh my God, all of these ideas are coming in from a group of people who have not really been involved in anything of the sort. God, did they give us good ideas? we ended up having, I mean, I and the team and everyone and the
Yeah.
kids and the parents, oh my God, there was so much
Had
of fun.
fun?
And we were able to generate a whole lot of money for the event that we also gave to the school.
Oh,
It was so amazing. And guess what? A whole lot of fun in that functionality. So
yeah.
I'd love for people to actually come up. Maybe you've got something that you'd like to talk about.
Well, I have a question for you
Yeah, yeah.
because I've seen the same thing, right? Where the business people, you know, they're like,
Mhm.
and then all of a sudden it's like, well, how can we make this game fun? How can we make this event fun? And they're like, I don't know. And then all of a sudden, it seems like when we're doing it for children,
Mm,
we're allowed to let down our guard because
barriers.
we don't need it. You know, we're adults. We don't need it. We're just doing it for the kids. You know,
No, I became a kid that day myself.
exactly.
Seriously, I was so
Yes.
involved. Mm.
And that's, I think that's the crucial part. We always talk about, let's be kids again, right? Or
Childlike.
inner
Mm,
child. And
mhm.
that's so crucial if we really think about it. Because when we are not having fun, we can't create. We can't get our energy back. We're feeling drained.
Mm,
Like I know whenever you and I are done with today,
mm.
my adrenaline is going to last for at least 2, 3, 4 more hours.
Same,
Okay.
same here. Same
Yeah,
here.
because it's fun. And the
Mm,
same goes for, like, I see it in my daughter, for an example. So
mm,
she plays bad. She had a game right now today. Um,
mm.
and her team, kind enough, they actually they got second prize. Okay, second. I think
Wow.
that's awesome because they were fighting against a high level sports school. But
Okay.
nobody was yelling at each other. They enjoyed the game. And
Yeah,
so even though
exactly.
she's tired afterwards, I
Mm.
know she's getting her medal right now. She will be
Yes.
like, she will be, going like, wow, this was fun. What can we do now? Because
Exactly.
there was not that pressure of, oh my God, I have to win. The other
Mm,
team, I saw parts of the game, they were
mm.
like not having as much fun. And
Yeah,
they
well,
were,
congratulations to facility then.
yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, I mean, it was
Hey,
great. So I think that's what matters, that we really need to understand when we
mm,
allow ourselves to have fun, when we laugh out loud, when we laugh, even if nobody else laughs, it provides us with creative energy.
which is very true. I
And
always, I always look at it from this perspective, and if we all are operating from silos, okay, this is the
mhm,
way, this is the right way, perfect way,
yes,
corporate way, no other way, So we've
mhm,
almost got ourselves in these boxes of
yes,
conformity to perform in a certain way, right?
mhm,
So now, so now, what I'm suggesting is, what if we were to have fun? When you come into the area of fun, what happens usually is, and this is for me, and I'm quite sure many people too, but I see the barriers of perfection, or
yes,
that silo actually coming down
yes,
literally, which
yes,
opens up the space for me to generate and create
mhm,
totally different possibilities. That we've got our barriers up. All I'm saying is, can we let our barriers down? How do we do that? By having fun, right?
yes,
Learn to laugh at yourself. Don't laugh at anyone else. The whole concept is, can you laugh at yourself? Because
right.
if you can do that, honestly, you diminish so much of the stress that you have within you, which is
Mhm,
really cool, to actually do.
yes, yes. And
That's the way that I look at it.
absolutely. And I think that's why, some people use the term flow, be in the flow.
Hmm.
And it also is be in the flow, not do the flow, because you mentioned
Exactly.
earlier you're going to do it, but it's be in the flow. So when you're
Yeah.
having fun, things happen more easily, or
Exactly.
when you're not taking yourself so seriously.
Seriously. Yeah.
Yeah. And I
I
think
think
that's really important. You mentioned that earlier because you said, we're thriving for something, and we're coming from a point of desperation. And then we
exactly.
can put all the work in. Oh, Leslie is here. Awesome. Leslie is here. I'm gonna put her up. So
Yeah.
it's really cool. And Leslie knows how to have fun as well. But I think when we are too focused, we stop the flow. We're no longer in the
Exactly.
flow. We're trying to create the flow of money. We're trying to create it instead of
Mhm.
inviting it.
Exactly. Now, we can't invite anything new, quite honestly, Natalie, if we have our barriers up.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so we have, and if we would just imagine God, universe, whoever wants to give us a whole lot, right? But we've got
Hmm.
our barriers up. Now we're all shut because we've got to be this way. We're boxed in. So what's
Hmm.
happening is the universe is passing by. Not nothing required today. Okay, let's move. Nothing required today. Let's move. You know. So if we were to lower our barriers, I mean, and this is me being childlike, okay?
Yes. Yes.
Because we've got to be childlike to actually even perceive what it is I'm talking about.
Hmm.
So you get your barriers down. There's more space. When there's more
Hmm.
space, there's no desperation. Okay,
Yes.
which allows for the creation. And the
Yes.
creation becomes fun. It's not got to be like, oh my God, you've got to get it right, or else we're going to be in a fight.
Absolutely. And while you were just talking, and I hadn't thought about this before when you were talking about barriers, but you were using your hands right now.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm,
So if we're thinking about, two things came to mind. One is a plate. I'll explain that in a second. And the other one is when you have flooding. I live in
mhm,
Hamburg, so we have walls that can go up, but they
mhm,
can also come down. And
mhm,
everything changes when the walls come
mhm.
down. You
Definitely.
can see the water again. You can see in the distance. You can see all of that,
Mhm,
right? So it's a
mhm.
very different perspective versus
Yeah,
they're up here and you don't see anything, right?
exactly.
And then I don't know if you have that saying as well, but in Germany we have, when you look at a plate, we say don't just look at your plate, look above and beyond the end of the table.
Exactly. The aerial view. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, so it's like don't look here, but look what's next to the plate. And I
Exactly,
think
exactly.
that's what you're saying with barriers
Yes,
down.
it's
You
down.
know,
Yeah.
yeah.
And the other example that I'd love to give is yes, there are times when we need to focus.
Yes.
Okay, cool. But let's not focus only with our blinkers on. Let us become more aware of what's happening around. We are not horses. I know we are the year of the horse, where we
Hmm.
are going to be
Coming up,
charging
yes.
forward. But
4 days.
I'm just saying that what if we were to, from time to time, remove the blinkers
Hmm.
so we can actually be aware of a larger periphery,
Yes.
so we can actually bring that and use that to our advantage.
Yes.
And I think the one thing that people and myself, I mean, I have learned over the years is not everything that I think only is right.
Mhm. No.
Okay. Other people also have their own points of views. So if we're going to be fixated with our point of view as being the right one, the only one, the perfect one,
Yeah.
then there's no space for anything new to show up, you know.
Mhm, mhm,
And
mhm,
and the whole this thing, we all want peace in the world, literally, Natalie. Okay.
mhm.
But if we're all going to maintain our point of view as the right way, the perfect way, no other way, where what is going to happen?
Yes,
Right? So where's
absolutely.
the fun in that is the question.
Yeah, there's no fun right now in that. No. But yeah, that's something, and I see Leslie also responded. I want to reach out to her in
Yeah,
a second.
yeah. I think we should let Leslie actually show what is she saying.
Oh yeah,
And
she is. She went to a concert,
oh,
and a
okay,
small group of dedicated played in the orchestra, all loving music. So they came together.
yeah,
And I'm
exactly.
going to assume that Leslie may also have been dancing a little bit because I know she also is a shaman and probably plays the drums a little bit.
Good on her. Good on her. Great
Awesome.
comment, Leslie. Thank
Thank
you for being
you. Yes.
here.
Yes.
Wonderful.
The thing is, you have a child. I have a child, and depending on how we approach being a parent, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Sometimes we have to say no. However,
Hmm.
at the same
Hmm.
time,
Hmm.
again, because I have those conversations with my daughter all the time, it's like, listen, honey, I'm putting this here because then in the morning, I
Hmm.
don't need to look for it because one thing I don't like is wasting my time looking for stuff. That's
Hmm.
why I always put my cup here.
Hmm.
Okay. And I said, but that might not be the right way. So you need to
Hmm.
figure out where you put your cup. And so I think when you have children, and I'm going to assume that you do it similarly, it's not like my way is the right way, but honey, I'm giving you some suggestions.
Yeah.
You go and pick.
Yeah.
And that is
What
that
works for you?
we're
Exactly.
yeah, we're not owning the kids, and therefore, if we're looking further, we're not owning anybody. It's more
Hmm.
a matter of how can we invite people into our
Exactly.
lives,
Exactly.
on a positive note, and that makes fun, you know.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
and and the thing is that when we are in that space of actually operating and being in allowance is very important. Now, there's
Mhm.
a difference between allowance and tolerating. And
Oh
many
yeah.
people, a very fine line there. And many people think that be tolerating something is the same as allowance. It isn't.
Mhm.
Because tolerating something is you do not like what the other person is doing, but you're just tolerating it, which creates animosity within you. Okay.
Yes.
Allowance on the other hand is you do your thing, babes. I'll do mine, and let's see what we can actually come up with.
Yeah.
Is it going to be? Is it going to be fun again in that functionality? If you look at it, I mean, the word in itself. Why on earth did functionality start off with the word fun? When I was looking at it, I said, "My God, it's right under our nose, and we didn't get it." So
No,
let's
and
talk
I
about
didn't get it until you mentioned it. That's the funny thing. It's like, yes, of course, functionality. It's not functionality. It is like functionality.
it.
Yes,
Exactly.
it is a perfect distinction.
It's
Yes,
absolutely amazing.
you know.
So
So
let's.
it's fun, and I think when we're talking about fun, fun doesn't necessarily function either, right? You cannot plan to have to play a game and it will be fun if not everybody is being fun, right? Because if somebody just wants to win the freaking game, it's
And
not
that's where
fun.
allowance comes in. That's where allowance comes in. So,
Yes.
how much are we allowing ourselves to receive of the fun that we truly can be that will allow us to create way more than we ever thought was possible before?
Mhm.
That's the question.
Yeah.
That's the question. So, what do
I
you
think
think? Should we wrap up now, or should we
yes,
invite people? I love the fact that Leslie has shown up. Thank
yes.
you, Leslie, for being here. And I
Yeah,
have been
Leslie's on the
watching
East
some of your
Coast.
a
On the
lady who's actually is very active with 90210
yes,
and
yes.
really fantastic,
She's
superb.
awesome.
So
Yes.
what do you suggest, Natalie? Do you think we should have people who would like to share with us what fun they brought into any area of functionality? I think that would be a cool series to
Yes.
do. What do you reckon?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think we're just starting the conversation.
Exactly, we're
We
just
don't
opening
have
up the
the rules.
possibility of
Yeah,
having fun.
yes. Whatever that may mean. So
Exactly.
I think yes, maybe, Leslie wants to join us one time,
Yes.
maybe others want to
Yes.
join us, and anybody can comment even after the live stream,
Yeah.
because the more we share the fun, the more creative we get, And once we release that and we say, no, this is what I like to do for fun, no judgment or anything like that. It's like, okay, cool. So somebody else does something else. Let's just create this big basket or I don't know, treasure of fun,
Yeah,
and we can all get ideas and try things out.
I think that would be a really cool thing to do.
Awesome.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Well, thank you, Natalie, for organizing all of this, as always. I come up with the idea, and you are the amazing woman who does the
Oh,
operational
no.
part,
You
which I
started
am
all
not
this.
do that. But I think together we that's the thing, recognizing and acknowledging and allowing and to be inspired
Yeah,
to actually bring whatever it is that we have together adds a hell of a lot more value. That's the
absolutely.
way I.
Yes.
On that happy note, ladies and gentlemen, we were talking about fun in the functionality, and let's bring that back. And we have had amazing Dr. Natalie Forest, who is an awesome woman, a brilliant mother, and a revolutionary rule breaker. I think because she's a revolutionary rule breaker and I'm the maverick CEO, I think we get along just fine. We're here to disrupt the status quo so we can outgrow to truly
Yes.
become pros that we were always, all of us, not just Natalie and me, but everyone was designed to be.
Yes.
On that happy note, have a brilliant evening.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.